Hello everyone and welcome to a very different video. Today we're looking at the upcoming Nations Cup Online Qualifiers for the Graduate World Series of 2026. That's still a mouthful. Starting on the 11th of February, we got 6 races coming up. We're going to look at the first 2 rounds. One is very straightforward, which is the second round, but the first round is going to be quite difficult. We are going to be racing at Spa-Francorchamps for round 1 for 15 laps. Rolling starts, 6 minutes of qualifying. No real tyre burn or fuel burn. We have the racing hard, intermediates and wets available to us. It's looking quite straightforward. No minimum pit stops required. But if we actually go to the race itself, let's just choose a random colour car. I'm going for the green, a little bit of Jordan style because it's a 90s F1 car, this thing. The first thing I'm going to show you when we get on this is it's wet. It is very wet out here. This car is difficult to drive in the wet. I have not put a wet tyre on, as you can see. That is definitely the hard tyre. The CPU does not like that at all. Let me get the wet tyre on. Ignore my Alpine ignore my Alpine racing suit there. Let's get the intermediates on. Because you're going to want intermediates for this. When we look at the weather radar, you can see we're in this big band. This weather is fixed. This isn't going to change randomly each lobby you go into. This is going to be fixed weather. So it doesn't move incredibly quick. Race start will be somewhere in the middle of that spot we've got now. But it will pick up, as you can see, with the weather moving in a southwesterly direction. It is going to pick up around that 5-ish. So it's up to you how you want to do this in terms of if you want to jump to the wet tyre on lap 5. It does get pretty intense. This car is difficult to drive in these conditions. Very difficult to drive in these conditions. It's really difficult to drive normally. With no traction control, you can get this thing wheel spinning in fourth, no problem. We all know Spa-Francorchamps as a very good circuit, a very dangerous circuit, and this car is going to test you around it. I think for race strategy for this one, if I was going with anything, it'd be survival. I think my level, which is race level B, driver rating B, it's going to be carnage. I think A plus, anything in the GT1 league will be much more manageable. 15 laps isn't going to be a lot, but it's going to be hard graft, especially when that rain gets worse. Let's get the weather radar up so you can see here. So you can see just at the bottom there, I'm just going to park the car for a second. On the weather radar at the bottom of your screen, you can see that dark blue segment. That is coming towards us. It's going to go just brush the green, and that'll be around lap 5. And that's when you want to decide, do you want to stick out on full wets? Do you want to sit on the inters through the heavy rain, not take the pit stop? Because you know after the rain clears, it's going to die off a bit and the track will start getting a little bit drier. You're not going to be using the hard tyre, I believe, during this race. So don't really worry about the hard tyre too much. It is just literally there for qualifying, which will be in the dry. I don't think we've ever had a wet qualifying in GTWS, so I don't think they're going to break that duck now, especially with Nations Cup. This is definitely the more complex of the first 2 rounds, just because of the weather, but it's not random, it is completely fixed. So if you do a lobby in the morning, and you get a good run or you have a bad run, you know what to expect for your next run. You might catch others off guard if you haven't prepped properly, and you might pick a good result in round 1. So I hope your round 1 goes well. I'm optimistic for this. Our video will be going up on Wednesday for this one, Wednesday night. And we're going to have a look now at what I think is the easier of the 2. And it's round 2. Before we go to round 2, this is around lap 5 of the official lobby. The weather is fixed, and you can see on the moisture meter on the left hand side by the tyre indicator, it is too much for inches now. This is how heavy it is going to get. It's going to be sustained for a couple of laps like this, and like I say, it's your choice if you want to dive into pits and get the wet tyre on, or stick it out on the inters and save the time you're losing the pit stop here. It's about 35 seconds for a pit stop here. It's a tough choice to make, but this rain does stay for a little bit. It really does make the track very difficult. So it's a big call, because if you do go to the wets, you can't, there's nothing saying you can't drag the wet out for the rest of the race. It's only a 15 lap race. If you get those wets for another 10 laps, you saw it. But it's a tough call. It's going to be down to each individual person, how they feel in the car and with the conditions, what they're ready for. So like I said earlier, let's take it to race 2 on Saturday the 14th, on Valentine's Day. Let's have a look at what we're doing in Montreal. And for round 2, we are, like I said, at Montreal, and you might be able to hear it in the background. It's a very loud car. We'll be using the Red Bull X 2019s. You can use the 25th anniversary one or the standard one. It's going to come across the line now. There it is. There we go. The race rules for this one are extremely simple. This is almost a sprint for Red Bull X 2019s. So the race itself is going to be 15 laps. Rolling start, 5 minutes of qualifying. There is no tyre burn in qualifying, and for the race, fuel and tyres burn at normal rate, so 1 lap on the tyre is 1 lap worth of burn. We'll be running the racing softs, the intermediates and the wets, but there's no weather settings on this new track from the Spec 3 update yet. So I'll just be the racing softs. No required pit stop. You can adjust the brake pads, but that's about it. This is going to be as sprint gets. This is going to be very quick, very fun. I've been looking forward to this one. I've not actually driven this track in this car yet, so this is going to be interesting. If you don't know Montreal, it was one of the 2 tracks added to the Spec 3 update, and it is a track that holds a lot of love for my heart as an F1 fan. Many great moments have happened here. Very technical track in places, but very quick too. This is going to be your pinch point on lap 1. Turn 1 and 2 are very tight. It can be difficult getting the power down these things. So you do have to be patient. There'll be a lot of cars diving in there. Just keep your wits about you for that one. Into right, left, then flat. Love it. Another chicane. Let's track those chicanes. No groundhogs that I've seen yet. Which is good. This track is known for groundhogs. This is equivalent to a full-on Formula 1 car going around here. That's too much sausage to go. Into the hairpin. And it's literally flat out all the way to the chicane of the World Champions. You're not going to need a pit lane. There'll be no reason to use it, I can't see, unless the softs do just eat themselves alive around here, which I don't think they will. I think they'll be fine. There's no mandatory pit stop, it should be great. Easy lap, 15 laps around here, it's going to be about a 1:18 pace for higher lobbies. It's going to be a quick one, this one. It's going to be a quick one. There are more complicated and more strategy-driven races later on in the series. But this is what we've got to work with in the first week of the 11th and the 14th. It's going to be a good one. Let me know how you guys feel about the upcoming races. If you are taking part, good luck to you all who are taking part. If I do see you about, please say hi. And please give the video some love. I want to try and do something different. Try and get my feet dipped into something a little bit review-wise or preview-wise, just to try and break things up a little bit. Thank you to Dev for making the thumbnail for this video, and yeah, please give us a like and subscribe to let us know how you got on, and look out for more stuff like this in the future if it's well supported.